Okay, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Tayo po ay nasa pag-aaral ng tungkol po sa mga adverse findings ng ating mga inspector sa ating facility. At kadalasan kung mayroong non-compliance, ito ay adverse findings. Mapapasama po yan sa report of inspection. Ang isa sa mga common adverse finding ay ito pong operating without ECC or CNC. Minsan itong failure to designate PCO. Meron naman mga adverse finding na operating without valid discharge permit, operating without valid permit to operate. Meron din yung failure to register as hazardous waste generator. At minsan yung mabigat na finding yung exceedance to general effluent standard or exceedance to ambient or emission standard. Itong mga adverse findings ng inspector, ah, nilalagay ito sa report of inspection at minsan dahil nga adverse finding, i-endorse ito sa legal section. Ang legal section naman will determine kung may ground for the issuance of notice of violation. At pagka nag-issue ng notice of violation, kadalasan meron po yung technical conference. Ang pag-issue ng notice of violation sa concerned establishment naka-address doon sa proponent o sa representative ng company nito. And they will advise to submit a notarized position paper within 15 days upon receipt of notice of violation. So ang isang pollution control officer kailangan mag-prepare at mag-submit ng notarized position paper. Kadalasan na tanong paano gagawa ng position paper. Minsan, mas madali na mag-consult na lang sa isang law office dahil yan naman talaga ang ginagawa ng isang law office na gumawa ng mga ganitong position paper at diretsyo na ipapanotaryo. Pero bilang isang mga competent pollution control officer, maganda rin na makakagawa ka ng iyong draft at pwedeng yung draft na position paper ay pwede mong ipaayos sa isang law office bago mo ipasa sa EMB regional office. So ang tanong, paano ba gumawa ng isang position paper? This time, I would like to show a sample template. Pwede po nating maging reference itong position paper kung hindi natin alam kung paano sisimulan or ipiprepare itong position paper. So let me show it on the screen. So the title of this document is position paper. Maganda kung meron yung company letterhead. Kung wala naman, okay lang yun. Now dito, sisimulan natin ng we at lalagay natin ang pangalan ng ating managing head. So halimbawa, Peter Espan. And then, lagay din natin pangalan ng Pollution Control Officer. So halimbawa, lagay natin ay Juan de la Cruz. And then next is yung pangalan ng company like ABC Company Inc. With office address at kung saan po yung address. We have, for example, Barangay Alangilan Batangas City, Batangas. Yeah. After having been sworn to in accordance with law, do hereby depose and state the following. Ano to? So, unang-una, kung kailan natin na-receive yung notice of violation. Halimbawa, ngayong araw na to, June 26. So, halimbawa, June 26, 2025, via courier, na-receive natin yung notice of violation issued by EMB Regional Office. Anong mismong office ito? Lagay natin EMB Region, for example, 4A. At ano yung date nung notice of violation signed by the concerned regional director? So, halimbawa nakalagay May 30, 2025. Example lang yan. Then another statement here is we were directed to submit disposition paper not later than, usually po yung notice of violation ay dadirect sa proponent or concerned person na within 15 days. Kaya from the date na na-receive, dapat within 15 days. So kung na-receive mo yan ng June 26, so pwede nating sambitin not later than July 11, 2025. So kung ngayon mo ito ipapasa, itong position paper, pasok pa kung June 20, let's say 20, June 27 ngayon, pasok pa sa deadline na July 11, 2025. So kaya magandang sinasambit na ang salitang hence the submission of this position paper is duly filed on time. So yun, pag na-receive ng legal section, merong mababasa na um, yung deadline ng submission at saka nasubmit naman on time. And then sa number 3, pwede nating sambitin kung ano mismo yung violation. So for example, we failed to secure the, let's say, environmental compliance certificate for ABC Hospital Project. O yun. And due to the following reasons, ano yung mga reasons na pwede nating sambitin para maintindihan ng legal officer kung bakit nag-fail tayo mag-secure ng environmental compliance certificate kung yan yung ating violation. So, pwede kang mag-indicate ng iba't ibang reasons dito at wala po yung prescribed na one reason dahil kung ano lamang talaga ang naging reasons bakit we failed to secure. At nasa legal officer na po ito kung yung reason natin ay magiging dahilan para ma-waive yung possible fine or penalty. So, nakadepende dyan sa ating mga reasons. And dito sa position paper, maganda na pinapakita natin that we are committed to comply with the requirements. Although na meron na tayong na-receive na violation, notice o violation, kailangan nating sinasabi talaga na number 4, we do not intend to violate any laws, rules, and regulations, particularly Section 4, of PD 1586 or the Philippine Environmental Impact Statement System of 1978. So ito dahil kung ang ating violation ay yung we failed to secure environmental compliance certificate, at yan naman kasi nga ay under the requirement of Section 4. So, but we do not intend to violate. Pero paano nga ba yan? Yung sinasabing naapakan at inapakan. Iba yung inapakan sa naapakan ang paa. Parang hindi naman natin sinasadya na maapakan yung paa. Na minsan hindi natin kagustuhan din na makapag-violate ng laws, rules and regulations dahil minsan hindi natin alam, no? Basta kung ano ang available reasons na binigay. Pero kaya ang statement is we do not intend to violate any laws, rules, and regulations. At meron pa tayo ditong we will comply with the laws, rules, and regulation of the DNR and we hope that if any fines or penalties be imposed, minimum penalty shall be imposed. O, yun. And we are executing this verified position paper to attest to the truth of the foregoing facts. Minsan, diretso na lang this position paper. Okay po. So, ito ay mga draft lamang ng position paper. Mas maganda na ipapa-review sa isang law office or kung merong corporate lawyer, basta magandang ipa-review dahil mas minsan may mga appropriate wordings na magagamit kapag lawyer ang gumagawa at saka magawa yung paper in accordance with kung meron mang appropriate presentation ng position paper. Pero sa kasimplihan kasi ng gusto ng ating mga regulatory agency, basta maibigay mo yung side mo as part of due process kung bakit hindi ka ipe-penalize. Kaya minsan yung mga forms, basta masambit mo na yung side mo, matatanggap na. So, hindi masyadong comprehensive. Siguro sa ibang mga pagkakataon ng mga environmental cases, talagang napaka-comprehensive ng position na yan dahil sometimes yung cases baka mag-lead sa civil or criminal case. Pero yung mga ganitong findings, minsan naaano na po ito na nakukumply naman din ito agad. Po. So anyway, this is only a draft. Mas maganda na yan ay ipapa-review sa may may mas alam dito sa paggawa ng position paper. So dito po lalagay natin yung pangalan ng managing head at yung pangalan naman ng PCO. So, halimbawa yung Juan de la Cruz. At dito sa baba, yung kanilang evidence of identity, like yung driver's license number, valid until, let's say, April 30, 2028. At si Juan de la Cruz, PRC ID number, valid until, yun, ganyan. And then, kailangan na lang po itong ipapanotaryo. So, ito po yung pwede nyong ipasa sa EMB para po makomply nyo yung directive na mag-submit ng position paper 15 days upon receipt of notice of violation, maibigay mo yung side, yung reason bakit hindi ka kailangan i-penalize, at yung prayer nyo na kung magkakaroon man ng penalty, minimum lang. Pero nasa kanila pa rin ang desisyon. Ano po? At maganda na ito ay notarized dahil yun kadalasan ang hinihingi, a notarized position paper. So I hope you have learned something about on how to prepare a position paper at magamit nyo sa tamang panahon. And I hope hindi nyo magamit ang ganitong template kasi ibig sabihin meron tayong mga violation sa mga legal and statutory requirements. So in case lang na magkaroon ng notice of violation, may guide lang tayo kung paano ma-submit agad yung response doon sa notice of violation, itong tinatawag na position paper. And after nyong masubmit yung position paper, kadalasan sa mga notice of violation, meron yung technical conference. So you should attend the technical conference kung kailan yung schedule at kung ano po yung magiging usapan nyo doon sa conference, na yung both sides magbibigay nung uh, mga information, mga pagpapaliwanag kung bakit hindi ma-penalize. Pero dahil doon sa position paper na ipinasa, alam na actually ng legal section kung ano yung side mo. Kailangan lang talagang mag-meet dahil doon sa technical conference. At kung merong binibigay na penalty or fine, mayroon naman po yung order of payment. So bayaran nyo lang yan kung talagang amenable na tayo, nabayaran yun. And make sure na magbigay ng kopya ng proof of payment sa legal section. At ang panghuli, humingi ng disposition paper or resolution signed by the EMB Regional Director. At yan po yung i-upkeep natin dahil yan po ang magpapatunay kung nasettle na natin sa legal section ang anumang ah, violation. At magagamit nyo ang disposition paper at resolution o resolution sa pag-process ng ating mga DNA requirements. Na po. So, make sure na i-comply ang lahat ng mga requirements ng major environmental laws. At kung nagkaroon ng violation for the first time, pilitin po na hindi na mangyari ulit yung violation dahil possible mas mataas na mga penalty pa ang maibigay. Salamat po ng maraming marami. If you want to know more about environmental compliance, environmental requirements, procedures, and standards, please subscribe to this channel. Please share this video. Please like this video. Thank you very much, everyone, and God bless us all.